keep it locked, keep it locked. The Bougie Show, keep it locked. It's the Bougie Show, better keep it locked. We live, tell us what you wanna hear. When we turn up, you gon' turn up. Turn around and tell a friend. It's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Tell them it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ, and we are here for day 2 of our South Florida event. And my guest in front of me is a 5'5" hottie, a 34 double D, a bona fide freak that gets busy. She's known for hitting the high notes on and off camera, residing out of a little town in Kansas. Ladies and gentlemen, Alyssia Vera is in the building.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Was the introduction accurate?
It was fucking perfect.
Okay, great. What is that little town out of Kansas? I want to ask you because I was like, I want to know what the little town, but I couldn't find that information. Do you want to state that town's name? It's up to you.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I'll state it.
Okay.
It's called Medicine Lodge.
Medicine Lodge?
Yeah. It's where the Indians and the cowboys go.
Seriously?
I'm not fucking
Medicine
kidding.
Lodge?
Yeah.
So you didn't have any, you grew up around nightclubs, anything like that?
Oh, God, no. No, it's bonfires, baby. You go to the middle of nowhere and you start a fire.
So let's talk about your childhood then, since you grew up conservative.
I did.
Catholic household with 4 other siblings.
I did.
What did your friends and family have to say about you joining the adult film industry, especially after your aunt informed your mother first? As you can see, I did my due diligence. Go ahead.
Wow, impressive. She did.
Applaud me.
Yeah, bravo. So the first reaction was I had started it, but I went straight to my dad first because I'm a daddy's girl. I told my dad, I'm about to do a lot of Pamela Anderson work.
Okay.
And he goes, well, honey, as long as you're making money, I don't care.
Did you? So you were just letting them know you're gonna get naked, like nudity? Because
No.
nudity is still considered modeling, right? Nude modeling is still considered an art, and not that adult film is not. But go ahead.
Right? No, I know, but I just simply said Pam Anderson work, and I think he kind of articulated the information. Maybe.
Pretty sure he processed it.
My mom, I love her to death. She is a partier. So really,
She's a partier. So how the hell did y'all end up in a small town called Medicine Lounge? What'd you say it was? Medicine what?
it's definitely a lounge. Medicine Lodge.
Lodge, okay. Lodge, all right.
Good stuff.
Alyssia Vera, please continue.
I don't know how I ended up there other than we started in Southwest Kansas and we have a lot of land there, like 1,800 acres. So my dad wanted to be home by his family. So that's where we ended up growing up, pretty much.
And we gotta applaud you again for flying in.
Thank
Where
you.
were you, Texas?
It was from Texas.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's we got to give you your props for that.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Alyssia Vera joining us on the Bougie Show. So you worked as a spiritual healer half a decade, and you met your now husband who introduced you to the adult entertainment world. Did he really desire to see you perform with other people?
Oh, yeah. A month after we got married, we sat down and we were literally playing on the floor. And all of a sudden he was like, man, it would be so hot to see you suck another guy's cock.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
So you thought he was joking first? You thought he was bullshitting? And then...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was accustomed to monogamous relationships. You know, I'm like, what the hell is your problem? Right? You know? Well, he's like, no, really. So we got on a bunch of apps. We tried Tinder, we tried Bumble, nothing happened, nothing stuck. And then all of a sudden one day I sat down just to kind of do my research, figure out how do we find like a good person? You know, I was thinking like sugar mama, sugar daddy kind of thing. Found this website called Sexy Jobs. And when I crossed it, there were a lot of agents on there that were hiring women to go perform at different, shoot sites. Well, I was like, babe, it's like, I could fucking make some money too. He's like, well, I guess that's not a bad idea. Let's try it. So I did. That was the first thing we did, was my first scene, and it was backroom casting couch, and it was an anal scene.
So you went in anal.
Did.
Had you done anal prior in your personal life?
A little.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so you didn't know the game at that time, like holding out on the anal scene, that type of thing? So many, you know how many times I've heard, and I was having this conversation with Elena yesterday.
Oh, really?
About how many girls, they get you. If you don't know,
Yeah.
for the anal, you shoot your first scene anal, damn.
They do.
So you did that, and who did you perform with?
I honestly don't remember his name.
Jesus, is he still in the industry?
I don't know.
Probably, he probably not dead if you don't remember his name. So how was that experience for you? Your first scene on camera doing an anal?
I had no issues with it, but my history, I am a singer. So by country
Yes, correct.
nature, right?
Yeah.
I used to perform on stage. So for me, performing in front of a camera was nothing.
Okay, so the transition was easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess me being naked was no big deal either. So,
Was your husband there on the set with you? No.
nope.
Didn't even drive with you and wait in the car?
Nope.
So you went by yourself?
Went by myself.
How was the anxiety?
Nah,
None?
didn't have any.
Even walking in the room, how many people were in the room, I should say?
There was a female. She was the one doing my makeup.
Makeup, okay.
And then 2 guys, I think. So it wasn't that many.
And what state was this?
This was Arizona. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So then now how long you been performing now? You been
Close to 3 years.
Okay. So what is your conversations with your husband now? I'm assuming majority of the time you fly out to go shoot, right?
Yeah, every time I fly out, I'll do kind of some blooper behind the scenes stuff, and he loves it, and he gets excited.
Okay.
I'll send him the video if it's a collab, for instance, and he's like, "Babe, are you busy?"
So who edits your stuff?
Sometimes it's the other talent. Sometimes it's me. I do have someone that does my editing too. So.
Your husband never wanted to get a part of the business side of it?
He started to, but he does his own stuff.
Okay. Because the reason I asked you that, when I interviewed Andy Avalon, and her husband shoots her stuff, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you.
I love Andy.
Yeah, she's
Great.
cool people.
I love her.
Yeah. Alyssia Vera joining us on the Bougie Show. Do you speak? Well, you know what? Before we go on to the next thing, because I was going to bring up something. Do you talk to your husband about your day, your shoot? How was your day? Does he ask you who did you perform with? What kind of scenes you shoot? Things of that nature?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Do you think that being transparent with each other like that makes the relationship stronger?
It does. Okay. I will say we don't overdo it.
All right.
Because it can get a little sticky.
Okay.
But
sticky in which way? Like,
it can
detailed?
No, not so much. I'm very detailed with him.
So if you shot with Dredd or J-Mac, you're coming home and telling husband about, but you don't go into detail about.
My husband knew the minute I shot with J-Mac.
Okay.
Yeah, he knew the very second. Yeah, that was nothing.
Nothing? But you don't describe detail about how the thrusting occurs or how his equipment.
We talk about the size too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Okay.
That's
I'm
a nice
not going to act like
cock,
that's
too.
not the first time I've heard that, but
You're welcome, J-Mac.
I just wanted to get clarity on that. Okay.
course.
But when you said sticky, I just want to make sure you got your point across is what you meant by sticky. So just so people know.
Yeah, and we have boundaries too. So like I won't stay over with anybody. Yeah, that's a big no.
Right.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, but everything else is
so
pretty
just
good.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just work is work and business. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
nothing
yep.
crazy. All right. Is it fair to say that church girls are the biggest freaks?
Yes, they fucking are.
We got a bona fide freak in the building.
Yes, we do, bitch.
Oh Lord. You ever got down in a church? Or you don't want to
No,
say that on camera?
I haven't actually.
I've had one that say she would get down in the church. Well, I think one said they were getting married or renewing their vows, their parents or boyfriend parents, and then they went out like in the field somewhere and got it down. I forgot who that performer was.
I'd probably do it outside of it,
Right. But not in the building?
but probably not in the building.
So you do the parking lot.
I do in the parking lot.
I'll look at the cross while I'm getting cross, but I'm not sure.
Oh my god. I love it.
I know your introduction to the adult entertainment world was watching the premium channel Cinemax and the soft corn that they would play at nighttime, right? What was the first time you witnessed an adult film on DVD? I'm just out of curiosity.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
like seeing the front cover, the back cover, and be like, I want to watch this. Do you recall that moment?
The only thing that I even recall from my childhood years like that would have been not a DVD. It was literally pulling up HBO Cinemax.
But they didn't show any
It was
objects
softcore.
besides breasts. And maybe but that's it.
Yeah,
So-
that was pretty much it.
So that was it.
No,
So when you saw actual real, when was that? When did that occur in your life?
God. Probably when I was 18, after I lost my virginity.
So the guy you were with pulled it up and said, "Hey, you want to watch this?" Was it that type of thing?
Kind of. Like, I lost my virginity at 18, but we would kind of.
Oh, we got to applaud you for that too. That's something we also applaud because we're advocates. I'm very advocate. I have a daughter that's 19 and it's still holding on.
Still hanging by a thread.
So I'm saying that to say, but I think that needs to be acknowledged because there's such this rush with these young ladies feeling like they have to get that off their bucket list, and that's not the case. Actually, the longer you hold on to it, the more you'll value it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm always applauding that. I don't ask people when they lose their virginity, but when they announce it or I hear it from an interview and they say, "Hey, I lost my virginity 18," I bring it up, but you beat me to the punch because I was going to bring that up and give you an applaud for that. I think it just needs to be, you know what I mean? I'm also an advocate, since we're on it, 18 being too young to join the adult film industry. And the reason I say that is because the average 18-year-old coming out of school, and I've said this before, and you let me know how you feel about it, but to walk in a room with 35, 40-year-old men and you're 18, I know you got some 18-year-olds out there that have been out there and they're a lot more advanced than I remember I interviewed Angel Youngs at 19, and that was not your average 19-year-old. Wow. You know what I mean? But she grew up a lot faster than the average 19-year-old. So I get it. True. But even then, imagine the things that had to occur prior to her at 16, 15, etc. So what are your thoughts on that, Ms. Vera?
Just because of my background and how I grew up, I think it's a huge deal to be able to save that. I really do. I do think that you could gain a lot of knowledge, and I think growing up faster is really good. And maybe those girls that start at 18 years old, they're able to, I don't know, have more responsibility. They're in a safer environment. They understand it better because a lot of those girls, after they, they're just going to the bars, right? And they're having unsafe sex. They could get pregnant. They, stuff like that. I think I'm indifferent a little bit.
Oh, so you think 18's okay?
I don't.
I've had both sides of the fence. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the mental, the understanding the moment. You might be too young to understand what it's going to be like 10 years from now.
I do.
You never had a real job. You've never been in the field. You're just coming out of high school. That's why I'm saying, are you actually processing it? Because it can be fun. It's fun. It's exciting. Then you also have predatorial behavior.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. And I was just getting to that, actually. I actually don't really support that. I was so sheltered in that respect. So I didn't even understand what porn was.
It's
honestly.
crazy. And then
I had no idea.
Now
Yeah.
you're here.
Yep. And so now I'm here.
Well, I'm glad that I got your perspective on that because we tapped into that a little bit earlier, but do you still sing?
I do.
You ever hit a high note while getting stroked?
Oh, hell yeah, baby.
What's the last note you recall singing while you were being penetrated? Do you recall, or at least one that came in your head? You were singing to your head in your head. Do you recall?
We're grinding, riding my saddle. Oh yeah.
Perfect. Highlight clip. Alyssia Vera joining us on the Bougie Show. While preparing for your interview, I saw that you worked with the Hall of Famer, Mr. Lexington Steele. What was that experience like?
Oh, fucking amazing.
Are you surprised he's still in the game after all these years?
Yes.
Was he still able to stay strong?
Okay. I was like almost wondering if I could keep up with him.
Yeah?
Oh, he was so good.
Wow. Yeah. How did that whole collaboration come about?
I was asked through my agent, and he asked to work with me.
Oh, so he knew who you were.
Yeah, I guess he found me.
And where'd you guys shoot it at?
We shot it at it's one of his shoot sites.
Cali?
Yeah, it was in LA. Yeah, it was close to the airport.
What type of scene was it? Just regular?
It was just a collab. Yeah.
And being with somebody who's won Performer of the Year several times, somebody that's been in the game, an experienced performer, Hall of Famer, were you able to tell the significant difference between performing with somebody of that stature opposed to one of the new guys that are in the game now, maybe a year up under their belt? What's the significant difference between the two?
I think it's more so direction and knowing what a girl likes and wants.
What likes and wants.
Yeah.
So
Because he knows how to hit those high notes.
We can applaud Mr. Steele. Where the young boy? Do you notice that the young boys that just coming in, they want to just be a jackrabbit?
Pretty
Do you
much.
sense that?
Pretty much. And he goes slow and deep and
yeah.
it just works it in and then starts going faster.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out the way. Had you experienced that type of package prior to joining the industry?
What do you mean package?
His package?
Oh, his package.
Yeah, well, that type of package.
I mean, I've had some pretty good sized ones.
Before joining the industry?
Oh, not.
No, that's what I mean, prior to joining the industry.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did once.
Regular civilian guy?
He was a football player for the OU Sooners.
Is that a Kansas team? Like a...
Yeah, it's a
so
college.
like a middle, college team?
Football team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What position did he play?
I don't remember.
Was he on offense or defense? No pun intended.
He was on both.
I bet he was. Applaud him. Oh, he was your first...
He was the first BBC.
Oh, wow. It was a BBC. How'd you meet him?
I met him through one of my friends. It was after my breakup with the guy that I was dating for like 6 years.
Okay.
Yep. So I met him right before it was soon before I moved down here. And we got together and...
Did you know before you were actually intimate with him, did you know what existed there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. So you found out in raw time.
I found out.
And what was your initial thoughts?
What the fuck?
Is that... Stop the fuckery.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
All right. Your most embarrassing moment while filming on set?
My most embarrassing moment would have to be when I actually did... It was actually, I think, my first anal scene.
The backyard casting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there was a little something that
Yeah,
came through.
yeah,
I mean, that has to be embarrassing, right?
Oh yeah. Like I'll use the words that Dredd told me on the microphone. Things happen.
Yeah, they do happen. That's for damn sure.
It's gonna happen. Is that what he said? Actually, yeah. So you had one of those.
I had one of those moments.
Is it because you didn't know the protocol and preparing for scenes like that?
I didn't actually.
And they didn't advise you.
No, not
See, that's
really.
what Elena said yesterday, that she wished, if I asked her one of the things she could change, she said that there'd be like a preparation, like some kind of evaluation training to know how to go about doing things. Yeah, okay.
Oh, 100%.
So that's a prime example of why.
Yeah. I mean, I did the enema and everything, but as far as the eating protocol,
you ate before shooting?
I ate probably that morning. But we didn't shoot until like 2:00 in the afternoon. So I was thinking
everything is gone?
Yeah, I didn't know. And so I did the enema and it
it brought it
seemed
out?
fine. And
okay. No more detail is needed.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, so that's the most. No.
Oh.
I don't even want to hear him talk about Scat. If somebody tells me they Scat, just change the subject.
Oh.
Okay, we'll go to most memorable scene.
Okay, my most memorable scene. Oh gosh, I will actually say there was a scene
for Filthy.
Yeah, no, it was for. I can't remember if it was for. It was a MILF scene that we did. I think it was for Bang Bros.
Okay,
I think so.
And what was memorable? What made it memorable?
Gigi Dior and Jimmy Michaels was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a really great time with that.
Oh, so it was just an overall great time.
Yeah,
it wasn't anything in particular.
It wasn't really anything particular. I think it was just really fun chemistry. I don't know. Everyone just had a blast. Everyone was laughing and I don't know.
Well, since you plugged it now, it was in this location?
It was.
Okay.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Speaking of that, shout out to Jacob and Filthy Kings. If you sign up to Filthy Kings now, the first month, you can use promo code I'm King, capital letters. You get first month 75% off for everybody out there that are consumers of adult films. Shout out to Filthy Kings for collaborating with us for our third event here in South Florida.
We fucked right here, too.
Okay. What does it require for Alyssia Vera to reach the promised land of climax?
Teasing and kind of CNC.
CNC? Can you elaborate?
Consensual, non-consensual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, break that down to me because that's
I like a dominant guy.
Okay.
I like someone who can get what they want.
Okay.
And when they can tease and do all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and I like cream pies too.
Yeah, cream pie seems to be very popular these days.
Oh yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, that gets you to the promised land.
It does.
Are you a squirter?
I can. Yeah. I not directly from a cock, but
Right.
I can from a finger.
From the hand. Do you like to be fingered? That's something I'm coming across too that some performers don't like it.
I don't mind it if they can like go slow and steady with it, but if they can take their finger and rub the outside, just rubbing on the clit is more stimulating than the inside.
How did you get acquainted with your buddy Vicky? Sweet.
We actually met. I hit her up on I think Twitter, and then we just collabed. She was my second? Yeah, she was my second collab ever. And then we just hit it off, and we've been traveling, having fun, doing wild shit when we travel.
I gave you guys props yesterday.
Yeah?
The picture you guys took with the Lamborghini, I thought that was hard. That was pretty dope. You remember?
Oh, hell yeah.
That was a cool ass picture.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad you liked that.
Yeah, that was really dope.
Oh,
So-
yeah, we had the whole, like, there was a wedding.
Yeah.
Did she tell you
Oh
that?
no, I didn't. She didn't go into detail about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was a whole wedding ceremony going on, or reception, I should say.
Did you guys know that it was going prior?
Nope.
Oh, you just.
Nope. We looked over and everybody's looking out the window at us. We're like, boobs are out. We're like,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait, you were
shit.
wearing like what, bikinis?
yeah.
Okay.
But we had taken our bikinis.
Oh, you were out.
Oh, yeah. Our
out.
tits were
fully,
out.
fully loaded.
Oh, yeah.
And they would just give you the looks.
Oh, definitely.
Was it more men
That's a-
looking or?
Oh, you had some grandmas. Yes.
Hey.
Yep. There we go.
We'll applaud that. All right. You ever had somebody get the best of you while performing on camera and like, I got to get my get back the next time I get with this person?
I guess so.
Who?
I mean, I give my 100 all
No,
the
I
time.
mean like they just got the best of you. Like, man, they just
wipe me out.
wiped you out. You're like, oh, I just didn't expect them to just get me like that. Next time I had a performer named Queen Rose. She said Richard Mann got the best of her. She said the second time she came back around, that wasn't the word she used. She used F the out of them.
You know, I will say
yeah.
a scene, actually, it was a collab scene with Andy Avalon, Alex Jones, and Tiffany Madison.
Uh-huh.
We collabed for, I swear to God, it was like 5 or 6 hours, and we
Wow.
were dead.
In one session?
Yeah, and then I had to leave for a flight an hour later. And I'm like, oh, shit. This was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm assuming you slept on the plane.
Kind of, yeah.
Were you sore?
Oh,
That's a
God.
lot of time.
That was a lot of sex.
Why so long?
I don't know. We had fun.
It's one man and 3 girls?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of pussy fucking to do. I mean, would you do that?
Alex Jones.
I'm like flipping the rules now.
What did Alex Jones do? He just go to sleep after? I can imagine the 3 of y'all wore his ass out.
He was tired. He was done. But I think he loved it. So.
I'm pretty sure he did. Applaud him. Was it all on camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you want to watch?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm sorry. Maybe we'll pull it up later on in life. Later on in life.
Later in life.
Okay. So, but you never had nobody get the best of you and you feel like, next time if I ever get with him, I'm going to get him back? Like on the set, like.
I would say Alex Jones.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
What was he doing to you? Or just so long?
Immense fucking. I mean,
just durability.
Oh yeah, lots of positions. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What sexual acts won't Alyssia Vera participate in these days?
Okay, so as far as water sports goes, I will allow it to go on me. I will not drink it. I will not do that. I don't swap spit.
Oh, I totally understand that.
Yeah, I don't do the whole. People say snowballing is only for men, like a man thing. But I think snowballing is like a drinking the cum out of the vagina too. I call it a snowball anyway. But I won't do that either.
Anything else? You like facial abuse, anything like that?
No.
Okay, so no facial abuse, no rough spanking, none of that?
I don't mind that.
But not too rough.
Not too rough. Don't like leave the first
Marks.
slap.
Yeah.
Don't leave a handprint.
Yeah. So just basic stuff what most people don't want to participate in.
Yeah.
I had one girl say she got her head put in a toilet while getting back shots at doggy style. And I was like, yo, you weren't worried about suffocation?
Good God.
No. Yeah, she was quite the character.
Holy shit. I mean, I've gone airtight, but I won't
You've
stick
done
my
what?
head in airtight.
That's like choke you out? What is that? What is airtight? Okay, you got to school me. I'm a square to your world.
You've never heard of the Airtight Club?
Airtight Club? I found out what a cuck was yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
my
a
husband's
square.
one.
Okay.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
I guess Miss Buns was not lying. It's a real deal.
It is a real
But
thing.
she was telling me there's some that just watch it and there's other ones that want to clean up after.
Oh, yeah.
He's both.
He's both.
Okay.
Baby. He's both.
Okay. When's the last time he's done it?
Well, okay.
And who
So
was it before? Okay. Floor's yours.
we've never had a threesome.
So when you were looking for, that wasn't a swinger type of thing? That wasn't?
We've never done
It was just for
anything.
him to experience you being with somebody else.
Yep.
Was he documenting it or were you just watching it?
Just watching.
Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah.
You're saying you've never done a threesome.
I've never done a threesome with him. I've come home and he's come home from a trip and I was standing out in the kitchen waiting for him through the garage. I was all in latex and I had a little whip and he wanted it bad. So I threw him to the floor.
Oh, he liked to be dominated.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, cucking.
Oh, I thought cucking was just watching another man.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
so,
he can be demeaned in a way too.
Oh, okay. So
And
that's another way of cucking. Okay,
I'll
gotcha.
talk about BBCs.
Oh, while you're beating him, or
Filling me up, yeah.
and he just gets aroused with that. Wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
So you had on the latex. Was that something that he wanted from you, or you kind of surprised him with? That was a spontaneous thing.
He told me a while ago that he'd wanted that. So I was like, you know what? I think it's time. So I did it. And of course, I threw him to the floor. I started peeing on him. And he loved it.
When you pee on him, are you standing above him? He's laying on the floor. Is it above his face?
It's kind of, I'll do it around him. I won't do it on his face, really.
Okay.
No, it's just kind of on him.
Because you can't aim. That's the reason I asked you that.
Oh, well.
You can't aim. You don't have a. How do you aim?
I mean, it's just
This comes
targeting.
out. But you can't.
I know,
like,
but I can spray it. Like,
okay. Okay. So when's the last time? I think that was the question I asked you. When was the last time you guys participated in cucking? Is that like a once a year thing? Is it spontaneous where he requests it, or how does it?
I mean, it's all the time, but it's always fantasy play. So
He's never experienced you in real time with another performer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. I tried.
When he couldn't you couldn't handle it, or he couldn't handle it?
The only guy, he was huge, and I even attempted anal with him. And
In front of your husband?
but he left.
Why he didn't?
He ran off.
But he could watch it on camera afterwards? He just couldn't see it in real time?
Yeah, but the
I
point.
can understand that.
I know, but the point was that's what he wanted to encounter was the whole cucking thing. So this was the only guy I've ever brought over to our actual house because I trusted him. And he ran.
You want to say who that performer was?
Yeah, Jerry Jigga Johnson.
Who the fuck is Jerry Jigga
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Who the hell is Jerry? You is fried.
You is fried.
Say his name one more time.
It's Jigga Johnson.
Who the hell is Jigga Johnson?
Look him up, bitch.
Is he? Is he still performing?
Uh-huh.
And how did you meet him?
He lives in Texas. He lives in Dallas. I met him through pretty much like Vicky.
Okay, and you said he's huge? He's a huge man, or he's endowed? Okay,
He's very endowed.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very big. Like
Okay.
Lexington Steel.
And he whopped it out in front of your husband?
No, I didn't get the opportunity.
Oh, your husband wasn't even, yeah, he said, I'm not with that, huh?
No, he just left.
What?
Jigga showed
When you-
up,
when
and
you-
then he like snuck out from his office.
When you spoke to him about it after, what did he say?
I'm sorry, I felt uncomfortable.
Okay.
Which makes sense. I get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
absolutely.
Touche. Yeah.
I think most men can do it. I mean, obviously, I was informed yesterday some men can and do enjoy it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. I interviewed Freya Von Doom, and I'll bring this up real quick before we go to the next question. And she introduced me to two things. What a Kegel exercise was. Do you do that?
Oh, I mean, I've tried, but I don't know how to do them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, she's a firecracker. She's like 4'9". What was she, 4'8", 4'9"? I don't think she was 5 foot. She's literally like midget level, right?
Oh, wow.
But like the heart of a freaking 600-pound person, right? Like just huge, right? And
Oh, wow.
she said to me that she only does scenes. The only time she's intimate with men is for working. Otherwise, she deals with women, and she's a dominatrix. And she says most of the people I dominate are extremely wealthy people who are bosses and leaders of organizations, places of employment, etc. And they're so used to people catering to their needs, kissing their tail, that they want to be told no. So they pay her for the satisfaction of being dominated. And I thought that was so just how the mind works.
It's so psychological.
Everything is psychological.
Yeah.
And that's why they say if I beat you and you have to become belligerent and you can only beat me with physicality and not mentally, I win the battle, because that's what life is all about. Mental game, right?
Right.
Chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
So I thought, and that's what, it just brought me that based on what you were talking about and just the mind state of, have you done dominatrix? Have you been paid to be dominant?
I've been asked to.
You're just not.
I'm very submissive.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah,
we like those submissive.
I do.
Brunettes. I love me some brunettes. Those are my favorite kind of Caucasian women, brunettes. Yeah,
Are
blondes,
they?
because the blondes is like you see it every day, all day. It's not, but the brunette, like Courtney Cox was my favorite, like coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to like me some Courtney Cox.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But you don't get a country little conservative porn star every day.
Yeah, you don't, especially coming from Medicine Lounge. What did it say, Medicine Lounge or Lodge?
Christ.
Lodge. Was it Lodge?
Stop the fuckery!
It's time to stop the fuckery.
Way to plug it. Oh, that's going to be a highlight moment. Alyssia Vera joining us on the Bougie Show. All right, let's move on. How you work out? How you keep everything intact?
I do. Well, I
often?
kind of cheat a little,
Oh, what do you mean?
like surgery.
No, but you're still toned. You're still.
Yeah. I'm
You
still
can't tone your arm. You can't do surgery on your arms.
Well, I used to run 8 miles a day. I was the fastest runner in my class.
Marathon type of running or sprint?
Short sprints,
Okay.
track, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I did a bikini competition 8 years ago. It was in Houston. They called it the Branch Warren. Did really well. I got first in novice.
Okay.
And I don't know. I retained the arms a little bit, but yeah, the rest I try to eat clean. Try not to eat too many gummy worms.
What days do you cheat? You cheat on the weekend? Like I eat ice cream on the weekend, but during the week I don't touch it. Oh, you don't do none of that?
No, I just.
I guess you can't because you're in front of that camera all the time.
Yeah. I'm pretty good overall, but the great thing for me is my metabolism
Your
stays
genetics?
pretty strong,
Yeah.
so I can kind of eat like shit.
Are you
and still look good?
What is your preference in the men as far as physicality goes?
Oh, tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh, wow.
I love
Okay.
Italian-looking men.
And I'm glad you
And-
brought that up because I've started watching The Sopranos. I attempted to watch it twice before, and I was like, it didn't hit me. I didn't understand him starting out with the therapist.
Okay.
And then the third time I watched it, because I kind of saw how it started, and I let it play, and now I'm loving it. Because some of my favorite shows of all time are from HBO Max, and I'm loving Sopranos. So I'm glad you brought up the whole Italian.
Okay,
thing.
but I also love, like, I even like a good chocolate guy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind.
But
yeah.
is it the? But do you like them lean? You like them a little? You like them lean, athletic?
But not too lean.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't like skinny?
No.
You like thick?
I mean, I like. I'm indifferent.
I mean, you like fit, but what kind of fit? Slim fit, thick
No.
fit,
No, probably thicker fit. Yeah.
wide shoulders,
Kinda.
bigger arms. What is your go-to? Like when you're looking at a man, like you're getting turned on.
Yeah, I like a thicker guy, but I don't want him too lean. Like he's all so chiseled
right,
where
right.
it's just kind of
Okay.
gross, you know. But I like, just a little nice.
Your ideal performer, as far as what you like performing with the body when you're
honestly,
being intimate. Who's the guy?
Honestly, probably a BBC.
Okay, but that's the penis. I'm talking about the
Oh.
I'm talking about the body. Well, that is a part of the body, but I'm talking about Jesus Christ. I'm trying to rephrase this.
I like a fit, athletic-looking man that is not too stocky, but he's not too skinny either.
Your favorite part to touch on the man's body, besides his jock?
Probably the arms.
Okay.
And I like the stomach. Like if I
Okay.
can touch his chest.
You like a
and
six
stuff.
pack, or you just like a flat?
I like a six pack, but
When's the
I
last
don't.
time you dealt with a dad bod?
Probably last week.
That was a performer.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be a performer with a dad bod?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
As long as your dick's good.
Okay. Okay. What makes a dad bod? Thick chest, bare belly?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like ultra hairy.
Oh, the hairy part? That has
No offense.
Jesus Christ. Do you keep it hairy or you shave it? I don't know. I don't watch your films unless I see it on Twitter. I don't watch anybody's.
Keep my hair like down there?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No?
No, it's
you
gone.
don't do the bush?
No.
At all?
No.
They don't request for it sometimes?
I have, but I won't do it.
Why?
Because I love a clean look. I love it shaved. It's like a little 18-year-old pocket rocket.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Still fresh and still hanging in the game, huh?
Yep.
What do you do like when you perform with like Lexington Steel? How do you get it? Does it come back naturally, or you have to lay in? You don't have to lay in hot waters, bath salt, anything like that.
He was the last person I had worked with before I went back home. A couple of days later, and my husband was like, "Fuck!" He's like, "Your pussy's so tight." He's like, "Didn't you?"
Oh, does it get tight? You know, Valeria told me that it gets tight after working with Dre.
Uh-huh.
She said it comes back tighter.
It is. Yeah. And
So maybe that's why guys be so intrigued. Because I'd be like, why would you want to come behind Dread? Because she said she slept with somebody later that night after working with Dread. And I'm like, who would want to come behind Dread?
I haven't worked with him
no,
yet.
I think it actually gets tighter. But now you're saying that to me. So there's truth to it.
There is very much truth to it.
You haven't worked with Dread yet? Would you take that on?
Yeah.
You would do vagina work, not back.
No, I don't think I can handle that.
I think, was it Lena that said yesterday she did Dread anal, but he couldn't get it all the way in? Was it her? Oh, okay.
I mean, if I have to work with him first vaginally, and then
Yeah. You think you could take the whole thing?
Oh no, I mean in the vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
How do you know that with such certainty?
Because
Because you're not a rookie. Goddamn it, that's why.
yeah, no shit, I'm a pro bitch. There was a guy that we worked with actually here in Miami not long ago, and he's like
Rickzilla?
a fucking cannon. No, they call him. He calls himself Mike Jones.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mike
they
Jones,
said
go ahead.
so he's like
He's a
almost as
girthy
thick.
guy. Okay.
Almost as thick.
Is their penises really that thick?
Yeah, it's very thick.
That thick, like girth?
Yeah.
And you let that go in your body?
I mean, it went in. It
That's
hurt
like
a
three
motherfucker.
normal That's like a baby head coming out. Show the camera. that thick went up in you.
Well, isn't dreads pretty big?
I don't know. I've never seen.
Oh.
I've seen it on camera, but they can make things look bigger than
I
they.
mean, it's.
That's like three regular penis.
Maybe I'm
girths
exaggerating a
together.
little,
Okay,
but I mean,
that.
we're still like, it's literally like a big can.
So it's two
like,
regular normal sizes coming together in girths.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 100% it is. It's scary.
And then you got length on top of it.
What?
Length on top of width.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And you took the whole thing from Mike Jones?
Mike Jones.
Does he make you say Mike Jones when he's...
I said who?
I'm starting to believe you didn't come out of a little town in Kansas.
I'm acclimated to Dallas now. So.
That is true. That is where Mike is from, so you probably hear his music all the time. Stop the
Yes.
fuckery. You're so fried. Fried.
I try.
Let me get back to my questions where we left off at, because we just freelancing like a mug. What do you think that most people that subscribe to your content enjoy the most about Alyssia Vera?
Cream pies, BBC,
Penis
anal.
humiliations? Oh, you're doing anal quite often these days?
I do it
What about
often.
penis humiliations?
I do those somewhat.
Do you get crazy requests these days? Like,
Yeah.
what's? Give me the weird request. That
Scat?
you scratch your head. Oh, okay. Skip scat. Give me something else.
Well, it's really funny.
All right, but just don't tell me about actually scatting. You can tell me what day.
He wanted a lotion enema to, like wink off, and he wanted me to film the whole thing while I'm doing it.
I just don't want to imagine it. So,
Well,
go ahead. I'm
you're
listening.
about to.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so you have a bowl, and you have to somehow aim. And I mean, enemas aren't big. You can't, how are you supposed to fit your?
How much you charge him to do that?
It was a lot.
Can you? You don't want to say the number? Give
Yeah.
me in a range.
Yeah, it was 5,000.
Jesus Christ, he paid it. Gotta applaud you for coming up on a quick 5K. I guess if you're gonna go out that way, you might as well get paid.
As well.
Wow. What did that guy do for a living?
I have no idea.
You don't even ask.
Nope.
Did you ever hear from him again?
Yeah, I did. I had an email, but he wasn't really asking for it. He was just asking how I was doing.
So you give them the content, and they get to have it at their disposal because they pay for that.
Well, he got the enema bottle.
Oh, he just wanted the bottle. He didn't want it recorded like you doing it and all that?
He wanted it recorded, and then he wanted the bottle. He wanted me to mail him lotion with the scat inside of the enema. And shake it up, send it to him.
That is a great story.
I'm just saying.
That is the first time I've ever heard story too.
Well, it was nasty. We'll probably never do that.
It was $5,000. I mean, I've had, what was her name? Arabelle Raphael's Piero. Said she got $5K from a celebrity to perform oral because she gives real famous DJs.
BGs?
No, it's BJs. Right?
Yeah, it's BGs.
But you got $5K to put
did.
something in the bottle.
I did.
All right. Where do we go from here?
No idea.
Let's talk about the industry and your peers.
Okay.
Who is it? I think it was. Are you a part of that 80 member group chat with other females where you guys communicate on who to work with, who not to work with? So this was brought to my attention yesterday.
I think I've been asked to. I don't use it enough.
Do you guys advise, as far as the people you rock with in the industry, do you advise each other on who to perform with, who not to perform with?
Oh yeah. We always follow girl code. I mean, if it's someone that you work with you didn't like, I probably won't work with them either. Yeah.
Ilana,
she's gonna kick your ass.
Jesus Christ. Ilana said that she still. I said, out of that group chat, how many of the people are kind of you're skeptical about their opinion because not all of them are the brightest bulb in the room.
Correct.
So how do you know who to take the information from and not to, or you don't even engage in conversations with those that you feel like?
If I have a bad gut feeling right from the get-go, I won't work with them. I'm pretty selective already. So like collab-wise, I've never really done like the 2-a-day thing. I can't. I just don't have it in me. Plus I'm married, so it's hard. But I am, again, very selective who I do work with. And I won't just work with random person. If they're established creator, that's usually my kind of go-to. And if I see that he's worked with some other women that I like, I'll work with them.
Do you pay attention to how a man performs prior to working with them? Do you look up their work?
I do.
And what are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for their kind of performance. If they're super aggressive and too hardcore, like just the whole jackrabbit thing, I'm probably gonna steer clear.
You pay attention to how they use their back and how they use their penis, if they use it like a weapon?
Yeah. I love passion and chemistry.
Have you had a man use his penis as a weapon towards you?
I have, kind of.
And
yeah.
What happened?
It was my second scene ever.
Who was a performer?
I don't want to name.
What was the name
really.
of the scene? What kind of scene was it?
It was Hot Mills Fuck.
Okay.
And he definitely used that as a weapon. I mean, he wasn't like super big. He was probably 8.5, right. But he used it like it was like 15 fucking inches.
Wow. And how, did you finish the scene or you tapped out?
Oh, I finished it.
Did you let him know about it? You didn't double tap him while he was not going too hard or anything?
I did.
Did he recognize your signs?
Yes, he did. I said, you need to slow down. Stop.
Did he?
It's too hard. Yeah, he did.
And then he went back to it again?
And started up again.
Does the director see it and notice what's going on and they'll tell him to slow down? Or?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Well, we have a safe word too, so I'll use the safe word.
What's your safe word?
Bananas.
Wow.
That's just bananas.
Is that the only banana? Jesus Christ. Is that the only time that you really recall?
Yeah, for the most part. There was an anal scene that I did. I just don't like name dropping on people.
Right, no, I totally understand.
But I will say they just don't know boundaries with anal because women, that's such a delicate area back there.
Tear your butthole.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, you could go septic. Oh my God, we don't want that.
Yeah.
So they just don't know how to go in, and some guys, they don't like using lube, and that is not happening with me.
So how are you getting in there without the lube? Is that possible?
It's possible. You're tearing something. I mean, I'm not doing that.
The worst butthole story you've heard in the industry?
The worst butthole story. I think there was one. Wasn't it and I could be mistaken, but I thought that there was a scene that Angela White did, and didn't she have to?
I would have no idea. But
okay. I thought there was, but I do know there was some girl that did go to the ER because of an anal scene that she did, and she bled really bad, prolapsed.
Pierre, what was that? Lexi Gray? Not Lainey Gray, Lexi Gray. She said she tore her butthole X amount of times because the talent kept telling her you need to use. She wasn't using whatever it is that you need to use, and she was just letting them go in there raw, and it was tearing her. And she said it felt like glass when she had to use the bathroom, shattered glass. But I forgot exactly what the term was she said. I can't remember.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
She was the same one I told you to put the head in the toilet. So she definitely played the dangerous line of she was quite the firecracker. God. But anyhow, I usually don't ask that question. It's craziest butthole story, but all right. So you're mindful of how you treat your booty hole.
I do. Yes.
I know you're married, so you don't do the date thing, but in your heyday, what's the weirdest thing a man has done to you?
The weirdest thing that I can recall is, oh, geez. Oh, well, again, not name dropping. There's a producer, knows I'm very well, married, not going to do anything.
He's married? Or you says no, you're very okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I am. Still trying to grope me, trying to take me out, try to bribe me. It's just, yeah. I mean, to me, that's weird.
A producer.
Yeah,
that is. Well, it's unprofessional.
Very.
Also, and he knows you're married. Also.
Yeah. Knew I was married. Knew my boundaries. Just still kept prying. Just
was this in the beginning of your career, or
this was close to the beginning of my career? Yep.
What about prior to becoming an adult film star? Had you had any weird moments with men?
Okay, so I was just talking about this story. I was going out with one of my friends. We were at Power and Light, Kansas City.
Uh-huh.
I actually ran into they go, "Oh my God, that's Ron Jeremy." And I go, "Huh?" Like, I didn't know who he was.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And he got very friendly and walked up to me. Yeah, he walked up to me and I wouldn't even shake his hand.
Why?
Because I was like, oh, gross.
Oh, you wait. You knew he was an adult performer?
No.
You were saying gross because of how you looked? No, he does look creepy.
Yep. I was nervous because they go, oh no, he's a porn star. You should be nice to him or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not shaking his hand.
And now you're.
I'm like, well, I'll probably shake your hand now.
Okay. All right. With that, horniest thing a man has done prior to being intimate with you?
Say that again?
The horniest thing a man has done prior to leading up to the sexual moment, the intimacy.
Oh, trying to just go at it hard before getting into the intimacy, like just trying to just straight up fuck.
Oh, no lead up.
No lead
build
up.
up.
Just
letting you get warmed up.
It's like
just wanting to ram you.
Yeah, just wanting to ram.
And what do you tell him? Slow down, cowboy.
Slow down. Yeah, I mean, pretty. Yeah, I mean, I try to be nice, but sometimes you just gotta live a lot. Like,
when you come on the set, do you initiate the conversation, or with the person you're gonna perform with first, or do you let them?
Yeah, it's both. It's equally. I'm a social person, so I usually go up to people.
And break the ice.
Yeah.
You stated that you love to travel. Quote, I love to go to fun destinations and take in all of the cultural ethnicities. Me personally, I feel that majority of the time, racism comes from people not understanding cultures.
Correct.
And not understanding, or they don't like the culture, so they discriminate towards the culture because they didn't take the time to understand the culture. Being that you love to travel and you've experienced other cultures, what's your thoughts?
I agree.
That? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I come from a background. My grandpa will still drop the N-word today.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's time to stop the fuckery.
All the way fried.
You is fried.
He is fried.
Especially coming from Midwest towns and small towns where they only know one culture.
Uh-huh.
So I understand it. But so did that tend to let you know you have to evolve, you have to broaden your horizons because you don't want to be stuck with that limited mentality?
Correct. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I love taking and enriching myself in all kinds of ethnicities because I want to understand people. I want to, I mean, if you're in a big touristy place, I want to know what you like. I just like people.
Does your grandpa know what you do?
It is time to stop the fuckery.
I hope nobody sends him a picture of her in the Lexington Steel.
I'm afraid.
Every time I think I've heard it all, it's always one.
There's always one more thing.
That was classic. Go ahead, Alysia. The floor is yours.
Oh my God.
But do you have kids?
We don't.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, when
Not
you
yet.
teach them, you show them the importance of broadening their horizons.
I do.
It's a great thing. It is.
I think
to
so.
see the world and broaden. And to me, I feel like the more places you've seen that I haven't, you got one up on me. Because you've experienced more cultures, you know what I mean? You're a little bit more diverse. You agree? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I totally agree with that.
I'm glad. I wanted to tap in with you to see what you said there. If you could change one thing about the adult film industry, what would that be?
It would be informing your talent, your stars. For instance, I got an exciting opportunity for a really big scene because of ill-informed of nails and my lashes right before the scene. Literally, the evening before, I couldn't do the scene because of my nails and my lashes.
What, your nails were too long?
The color.
So they don't inform you prior, like give you a certain amount of time?
They're not. They're supposed to. They're supposed to give you a call sheet, but they're not giving them in enough advance. And I had an event. I had a singing gig that same evening. It was only a few hours, but it was right then, and there was literally no time for me. So I lost that opportunity because of my nails.
So the communication needs to be more transparent, and they need to be done in a timely manner. Is what you're saying. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What else would you change about the industry?
I think some of the production. I think it would be nice if, and I think women would find more pleasure in being a part of a set if it didn't last so long.
Yeah.
I think it's so ongoing, and things kind of carry out. I think they would enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah. It's straining the whole day. I can imagine.
Which I get it. I know there's a lot that goes into it, but I still.
Do they do all the pictures and all the acting? All that's done before the actual intercourse, right? So why does it take so long? That's the most time consuming part? They knock that out first, right?
Yeah.
Which is more time consuming, the actual intercourse or all the extracurricular?
All the extracurricular. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
If you could take back one thing from your adult career so far, what would that be? Or a scene, or
if I could take
by scene, a performance with somebody, a collaboration, what?
I'm trying to think. I think for me it would be some of the investments that I've put into it, meaning like all the money and all the
financial investment.
Yeah,
okay.
I think a lot of that could be eliminated a lot easier if I would have just been smarter with the way I did things. But I kept like pouring all this money and stuff when I didn't.
Is it because you were trying to make it above and beyond?
Yeah.
But I think your intentions are good.
Yeah, they are.
By doing it, you should have figured, I didn't have to waste that money. You're the second person to tell me that.
Really?
But doesn't that also teach you? Isn't that a learning lesson? And to see how far you can take it. Like, I feel like when you invest that kind of energy, it comes back to you. The universe comes back to you.
It does. Yeah. I mean, you'd be shocked. This industry is filled with a lot of prominent people. You can meet a lot of really good high-end people, like celebrities.
Yeah. Have you had any celebrities in your DMs yet? Yeah. Athletes, musicians?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you think they enjoy most about you?
Probably my kindness, because I'm really sweet.
But they don't know you.
No, I think it's in my communication.
Oh, okay.
I'm really good with communication.
So what do you tell them? I'm married?
Yeah,
and
I think
what if
they
it's
like
somebody
that.
you want? What if Patrick Mahomes? You're a Kansas girl. What if Patrick Mahomes DM'd you? What do you tell your husband?
Sorry, babe. Gotta go. Gotta go.
You gotta take that down. Huh? I feel you.
Yep.
I feel you.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, I feel you. Speaking of the industry, does nepotism occur when adult performers get contracted by these major production companies in the adult film industry? Do you think nepotism plays a part, and not solely based off of performer and how they branded themselves and how well they perform?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. What about your sex game needs the most enhancing?
Fuck, I'm a pro, but I mean.
Applaud you, goddammit.
I mean, I could always improve. Maybe more so I don't know. I think I could improve maybe more eye contact.
Okay.
I could do a little bit more eye contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because you're married? Why you don't try to get that deep into the scene with the person?
I think it has a lot to do with it. Yeah. Yep.
I get it.
Yeah. Because I give it, but I could give it more.
So that's where you have to really shut off the human being side of it. And I'm glad you brought that up and just be into performer mode. you have your, like myself, I had to put myself out there to get a verified account. You have your government name out there also on your verified account. Yes? How did you feel about having to do that? Why did they allow you? Because like my personal page, they allow me to use Zay the DJ, but on the show's page, I had to put my government name. I know that was a real thing, something you had to really contemplate on. I mean, to put yourself out there, because, you know, Sweet Vicky, who's a former officer, she says the dangerous part about that, when people have your government name, they can find your address.
Yeah.
What made you decide to do it? Because that is not something performers do.
Yeah, no, it was just, I think it's just the whole meta thing that they started doing. It's just really hard to get around now.
And you want to protect your account, because even the performer who's coming next, she lost her account 2 days ago, her Instagram. So you wanted to get it verified to protect your account.
Yeah, correct.
But like Violet Myers, right? Her account is verified, and people try to get it canceled X amount of time, but it has her stage name. It doesn't have her personal name. So I'm wondering, how did she get through it?
She probably had it a lot longer. Things are changing a lot with that world and space. So you used to be able to just get verified through, and you still
Without
probably could. Yeah, you still probably could if you just go directly through Instagram.
Right.
But Meta is a little different, and so I think that.
I thought you had to go through Meta to get it.
No, you can do both.
Oh, I didn't know that. I went through
Yeah.
Meta.
Yeah.
So Meta protects the account more then?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then I can live with my government name being out there then.
I mean,
there's nothing worse than.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Any adult film star that's out there pretty much can be found with their real name.
Because somebody's went to school with you, et cetera, and
they're gonna find you and they're gonna expose you.
I remember Violet Myers' interview, somebody went on and she was pissed. It was like, it ain't our fault.
That's
We
what I'm
removed the
saying.
content, but they put, I went to school, her name is blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they got out of it, but.
They'll find you, and
So how'd your husband feel about it?
He doesn't like it.
I can imagine.
He said take it down, and I said nope.
Because you got to protect your brand. If you lose
have
that page, you have to
to.
start all over. It's a BITCH.
I can't. But he goes, I better not be found, and I said, I hope not. Hope not.
I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. We spoke a little bit about vagina maintenance, so we'll skip past that as far as how you go about taking care of your kitty cat. Tell me about a location you were sexually active that you never imagined. What happened?
Wow. That I never imagined.
What happened?
I would have to say probably it was in a bathroom, like a nice business office.
Oh, okay.
Just in a bathroom.
Okay. Quickie, pull the panties to the side.
Yep.
Back shots or head up?
I mean, I think we did both.
Did both. Okay. What led to that? Just really horny at the moment?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of pre-planned and talked about, and
Okay.
it was in his office.
You were naughty. You just felt like being naughty.
Just yeah.
Okay, I get
Why
that.
not? Why not?
What's your go-to meal after a shoot?
Oh God, probably sushi.
Gosh, that's so popular. Sushi. Everybody loves
Yeah,
sushi. You ever
yeah.
thought about? You ever been hungry while riding a jock? Like be thinking about the food. Like I had one girl. She said I was thinking about tacos while I was riding. This, you know what?
Jesus.
No,
Not me.
It's fine.
I'm thinking about I want the cream pie in my pussy.
Okay. If Alyssia Vera could have a debate with one individual, dead or alive, who would that be and why? Debate, not an argument, a debate.
Damn.
Who would you like to debate, dead or alive?
Okay. I would probably give. I'll debate with Joe Biden
Joe Biden. Okay, and why?
because he'll probably fall asleep by
Okay,
the time I start
Jesus
talking.
Christ. He is a man of faith. I got to give him his props. I'm neither a liberal or a conservative because I understand the game.
Me neither. I'm not.
But he gave a great, I think it was this past week, and he kind of lapsed twice, but he caught himself to be able to process all that. Because you're talking about 50 years of politics. At that age, it's almost like a car. You use an engine that long. So I give him his props for hanging in there, but I'm glad he hung it up because, you know, start having brain farts on camera, it's time to wrap.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time
Yeah.
to go. But Joe Biden, okay. All right, end goal for Alyssia Vera.
End goal. I want to be the first adult actress to be able to kind of normalize country music into this space, because usually like rap and pop is pretty widely accepted.
Right.
But country is definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely-
Some people think
definitely
it's
not.
boring, it's depressing.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
no, I'm saying some people.
Oh,
some people.
yeah.
I had a woman that I knew. She used to be a booster. I don't know if you're familiar with a booster. What a booster is? Somebody that goes and steals out of stores and sells it on the street, right?
you. Okay,
So
got
when you come across a booster, take advantage of them because they don't last long. They go to jail, right? So, but she had some great stuff. But anyhow, she was good too. Like, yeah, I like a polo long sleeve button up. She would come back with it. Yeah, she was really that good. It's a shame. But she said she went to prison.
Oh.
And she said she grew an appreciation for country music because that's all the correctional officers would play. This is in northern Florida. And she said, after you listen to the lyrics, she's like, I started hearing the lyrics and I actually liked it.
No shit.
And now she listens to country music to this day. Yeah. I haven't seen her in years, but yeah, I recall her telling me that. And that made me pay attention to the lyrics when I hear country music now.
I love it.
It's just so slow, and I think a lot of people just don't, you know what I mean? But that's pretty cool, though, that you...
Thanks.
All right. So that's it, huh?
No, I mean, that's not it. There's always more.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to be the first to do that, and I want to be able to, be very famous in this industry. I really do.
Okay. All
but yeah.
Want to end in the Hall of Fame, huh?
I think that would be great.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
What you doing it for if you're not doing it to
What's
seal
the
your
point?
legacy?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stop. Name drop. That's when I state people. I'm gonna state 2 names from the adult in the adult film industry, and you're gonna tell me your first thoughts that come to brain when I mention those performers' names.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna state somebody well known in society, mainstream society. All right.
Okay.
The young man Jimmy Michaels. I compare him to Johnny Love. What's your first thoughts of Jimmy Michaels?
Johnny Love?
Well, they kind of, because they're both young, they kind of similar appearance.
Okay.
Slim, they got the little low cut. That's it. They just, when I see one, I think of the other. But what's your initial thoughts of Jimmy Michaels?
My first thought is, are you legal age?
Do you prefer to perform with the older guy or the younger guy?
I prefer, gosh, that's hard. But I would probably have to say older.
Yeah.
Because they're more
out to please.
Yeah, and that too.
No Jack Rabbits, huh?
No Jack Rabbits.
Andy Avalon.
Oh my God.
First thing.
American Sweetheart.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini.
Who's that?
Sopranos, the main actor of Sopranos.
Oh.
How do you pronounce his last name? You like Italian guys, you're supposed to be able to pronounce
I know, I thought you were talking about an adult.
Gandolfini. No. This the last one's just a regular mainstream celebrity. He's passed away, by the way. But what's your thoughts about him? Since you love Italian men.
Gigolo.
That's what you think of when you think of him?
Probably.
When you watched the show Sopranos, you thought of... You watched Sopranos, right?
Yeah,
okay,
I have,
just
yeah.
making sure.
Yeah, Gigolo.
Okay, Gigolo. All right. All right, Alyssia Vera, we're going to start Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth is when I state things. If what I state is true, you say true. If it's false, you can elaborate why it's false and say false. Okay. And if it's something you choose not to answer, you can say pass.
Okay.
You've dated a man that didn't eat your vagina after wanting them to.
False.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You are selective when it comes to swallowing.
True.
You should never want a man to kiss you right after he skeets in your mouth.
True.
Applaud her. People were so offended yesterday. What do you mean? You don't want to kiss me after you put your cum in my mouth? I was like, some men don't want to.
They don't. Yeah.
I don't think you should be offended by it. She's like, no, show me how much of a freak you are. But I'm like, that doesn't mean some men don't want to do it.
Are you
One girl,
no,
I'm not kissing you after I skeet in your mouth. No, it's not gonna happen.
Jesus.
I don't even eat vagina, so.
Okay. Fair enough.
A male performer put you out of commission the next day after collaborating with them the day before, where you couldn't work the next day. No.
False.
Okay. Your favorite spot for the money shot is your breasts.
Money shot?
Yeah.
My pussy, baby.
Cream pie. On the inside, cream pie or?
Inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
When they skeet on the lips on the outside, do you like to let it marinate on the vagina lips? No?
False.
Okay, because one performer yesterday said she liked to play with it on her vagina lips. Okay.
I'll pass.
All right. You are very innocent off camera.
Yeah, true.
You are. Okay. True.
Very.
Interracial is so popular because of the contrast.
True.
Most men can't handle dating a performer.
False.
In the adult film industry. If a man wants you to peg his behind from behind, he's fruity with his booty. I'll applaud myself. First one she had to think about and couldn't answer right away. Finally got you to break.
With his booty.
True or false?
Oh.
False. All right, go ahead, say false.
I didn't say false.
You don't think a man, if your
I think
husband
it's
asks you to
true.
peg his booty hole, do you think he has sugar in his tank? Or you just think he's a freak? You think if a man wants a dildo, if he wants you to put a strap on and thrust him, you think there's bisexual tendencies or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. That's why I was hesitant to answer
Yeah,
that.
true. I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah.
You've had a performer ignore your double tap. Kind of touched on it, but you said he didn't ignore it. He acknowledged it and still went right back to it. So I don't think he ignored it. Have you had one just straight up ignore it?
True.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to say what? You're not going to say the name, but you want to say what was occurring?
I
the
was
same
trying to
shoot, or-
seduce
Okay.
him actually, but he wouldn't have it.
So wait, how's he ignoring your double tap then? If you're trying to seduce him.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, but so go ahead, finish though. You were trying to seduce a performer and they didn't want you to seduce them?
But they.
What do you mean you were trying to, this was a shoot?
It was a shoot.
So what do you mean you're there to be intimate? You're trying to seduce, I don't get it.
It was. I think it was just because they were in a relationship or something. They just didn't want to
Oh,
be
this was
like,
off the camera?
Yeah.
Oh. So why were you trying to seduce them off the camera and not on the camera? Oh, you were just feeling it?
Well, I mean, he was flirting with me, and I was, exchanging. But I think it was just him just being flirty. Like he wasn't.
Oh,
he was doing
just
it to,
being in character mode.
Yeah, he was.
He
Just,
wasn't really trying to get in them guts.
right.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. And I
Gotcha.
just.
But you
never
didn't know
understood
that.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Did you guys ever shoot together?
Yeah.
Why did you want to break him? Why did you want to knock him down at that particular moment?
Knock him down.
Yeah, knock him down.
Well, because I probably was really horny.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
understandable. Before I go into the next thing I'm gonna say, before I lose my train of thought, what do you think your husband? Will your husband? Does your husband watch your interviews? Have you done an in-person interview yet?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done
Did he
one.
watch that?
Yeah.
When he watches this, what do you think he's gonna think? If he watches it.
He's like, babe, you said.
This is a great interview. That's what you better say, because they're gonna
is a
love this
good one.
interview. Yeah, they're gonna love it. You follow rapper Kevin Gates on Instagram. Is it because he's a bona fide freak?
Do I really?
Yes, you follow Kevin Gates. That's how I know this. I had looked up who you follow,
Shit.
and I'm like, she follows Kevin Gates, the last person I thought you would have been following.
Well,
I know he talks nasty, so I figured maybe that's why she follows him. I don't know.
maybe that is. I don't know.
You don't know.
I have
find
no
that
I guess I
mind-boggling when
accidentally
you follow
clicked
people
it.
you don't know. Okay, that's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's not the first time I've heard somebody say that. So
you
you
know
don't follow
what?
Kevin Gates for any other reason. Just might be an accidental hit follow button.
Probably because he's famous.
Okay. But there's a lot of famous people. I'm not following you because you're famous. You still have to be to my liking.
I don't fucking
Okay,
know.
all right.
Can't answer that.
You got burned as a performer. Chlamydia, STD, blah, 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 blah. Yes? True?
A scare,
Oh, but not actually.
but never caught it because of a regimen.
Oh,
Doxy.
okay. Okay.
Never caught it.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
We can applaud that.
Yep.
I mean, eventually, I'm not going to wish not knowing you, but, If you had a son, you would prefer him not to become an adult performer.
Oh shit.
Another one got you stuck. All right. What about a daughter?
Oh
Shit.
shit.
Damn. All right.
Damn.
All right. Pass. I think you're the first person to ever say pass. Well, no. You might be the second one. You sometimes think to yourself, I wonder how all this is going to play out.
False.
No. Okay. You don't trust someone who owns a snake.
False. I've had photo shoots with snakes. I'm surprised you didn't catch that.
I think. Yeah, but that don't mean you trust them. You were just doing a shoot because it looks good on camera.
They were well fed.
Would you sleep in the bed with a snake?
No,
Okay. So why would you trust somebody who owns one?
because they feed them well. They know.
Okay.
They know them.
Alyssia Vera, can you mention something to cameras, something rare about yourself to the audience that we would never know?
That you would never know something about me.
You smoke weed?
No, I've never done any drug other
Wow.
than alcohol. Literally.
Because something I've been
never.
asking performers, do you roll, like the ones that smoke, do you roll your weed naked? But I can't ask you that because you don't smoke.
I've never had any other drug.
Wow, just a little drink, huh?
Just a little drinky
What's your
drink.
drinking preference? Dark, white?
Oh, champagne.
Champagne. Oh, that's right, you did say that. Yeah, champagne. Papa Paulo, goddammit.
Whole bottle.
Can you let them know what to expect of you before we wrap this interview up? Camera's yours. What's coming up with you? What to expect from you next year, the rest of the year, etc.
Oh yeah. I have a couple other shoots lined up. I plan to be at, I think there's one or two more Exoticas. I'll be at AVN. You can expect some merch to be dropping. You can expect a couple more podcasts. And
so you're working, building the brand.
I'm working. Yeah.
Alyssia Vera, we thank you so much for flying in from Texas. It was a pleasure having you on the show. You are quite the character. I know they're going to have a newfound appreciation for you and really be able to get a grasp of who you are and what you're about and your true intentions of being in this industry. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Are you ready to go take some pictures and look good? Because you do look amazing, and I cannot wait to hold you in my arms and take pictures.
Hell yes.
Stop the fuckery.
Say less.
Hey, Bonafide Freak merch is going to be available soon. Fried, Stop the Fuckery, The Bougie Show. You already know. We are checking out. Alyssia Vera is in the building. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great one.
You too.
It's the Bougie Show with Zeta DJ.
Great interview,
Fun.
lady. You did well.
Thank you.
I'm surprised I got you not to